Hello, good morning. Now, you can tell we're having, let me move you over a bit more, Beth. There we go. We've decided this morning that all three of us want to craft. So, you've got Bear on camera, me crafting, and are you going to show them what we set up for Rosie?
Let me just find Rosie's camera.
And you've got some Rosie vision as well. You're going to wave to everybody. There we go. You know the A3 bit would work best.
Yeah, A3's.
There we go. You can tell it's very last minute we've decided to do this, but we've done it. Yeah. And then are you going to show everybody my camera?
Yeah. It's this one, isn't it?
It is. That's me. So
I need to remember what his camera. Like,
so we've got all three of us have got our own little camera, haven't we? So you're going to put it back to yours for a minute, Bear.
Yep. I am moving you there.
There we go. So that is what we've got this morning. Do you think it's going to be a good day? You might have to sit up a bit higher. There we go. Oh, there you go. Or just sit back. That's it. And then I come like that. There we go. You can see now. So today we are going to be looking at. Sorry, I'm leaning the wrong way. We're going to be looking at our resist techniques. So we've got some embossing powders. We have got our water resist. We've got wax resist, and we've got good old pan pastels. So
pan pastels.
Pan pastels, yes.
It sounds like pan. A pan.
Yeah, it is a pan.
Frying pan.
Yeah.
Or you can actually use this as a weapon. Hit people on the head with it.
Oh yeah, that's what they do in Tangled, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the plan for today. So I do hope you'll find some of them useful. If you're watching this on catch up or after the fact, hello to. Do make sure you drop a comment. So should we get started? Because it's very uncomfortable leaning in like this.
Yeah, let's just get comfy.
Let's get comfy, shall we?
Yeah,
okie dokie.
I think this arm's kind of.
Oh, was I leaning on your arm?
Yeah.
Oh, I am sorry. Right, you're gonna pop it onto me for a minute.
Rosie, Zoe, but not you.
There we go. So this is what we're going to be doing this morning. We're going to be looking at our embossing powder resist. We're then going to look at our water resist.
Ooh,
You've seen me do this hundreds of times.
That's nice.
Oh, it's upside down as well.
Yeah, it is upside down.
There we go. Then we're going to look at our wax. They're all going to be upside down, aren't they? Our wax resist. And then finally, we're going to look at pan pastels and using our emboss or our watermarks to create something really, really quick and easy using our pan pastels. Or, well, anything really. Eyeshadows, micro powders you can use for that one.
It is card. It has to be our card.
Yeah. So, the first one we're going to do is our strength. Now, I have just realised what I threw on the floor before.
What is it?
My big stamp I need for this next one. For the first one. So this could be interesting. Before we've even started, I've lost my stamp. But that's
what
okay.
Stamp?
My big corner one. It's alright, I'll just pull another one out the packet. So I did think I was really organised this morning.
Oh, this corner.
Yeah, but I'm going to use, because I know a stamp block fell on the floor down the back of my desk.
Oh, yeah.
And it will have had this stamp on it. Silly Billy, aren't I?
Yeah.
So there you go. I've got my stamp ready. I was kind of organised.
Yeah, but instead.
I know. So this is the one we're going to start off with. Yep. The colours I've got for this are Salvage Patina. Yep, Salvage Patina. I have got tea dye. I'm trying to get them in the order we're going to use them. Tea dye, and then ground espresso. Do you want to whiz over to see what colours Rosie's chosen?
One sec, Rosie.
There we go. We can't see. You have to hold them up to the camera. Remember, it's sideways. So she's got peel paint.
Peel paint, yes.
Stormy sky.
Stormy sky, yeah.
And weathered wood. So that's Rosie's combo. So first thing we need to do.
Over to you.
Yeah, whiz back over to me. Is I'm going to work on our lovely resist. So for this, I need my stamp. Yeah, resist. We're very musical this morning.
Yeah.
We are, aren't we? Very, very musical.
And we have a fan on.
We've got our fan going. We've got everything going on in here. Yes, except for everything I need. I've lost everything this morning. Don't know what I've done with it.
Is that the one?
Yep, that's the one you need. So I'm giving you a stamp base, but I've not got myself one. So bear with 1 second.
Wait, you said bear?
Yeah.
Crafty bear?
Crafty bear with 1 second.
Use a piece of acetate.
I could could use a piece of acetate, but I'd like it to stamp quite. There you go, I've just thrown more up the floor now. Right. We will get going this morning, I promise. There we go. I'm all sorted.
Yeah.
Can I have that piece of paper off the top there, Bear? I was nearly sorted. So, for this, we're going to do our embossing first. I've got my tinted emboss powder. Thank you, Bear.
It's kind of dark.
And now I'm going to use my kit list to catch my embossing powders for me. So, kit list. So it was a list that I sent out if people wanted to join in today. So if you are joining in, let us know.
And then we might send one of these over your way.
He loves giving stuff away, doesn't he?
Yeah, I love giving away.
So I don't know where my embossing bag is.
Embossing bag?
It's alright. So normally I would use my embossing bag over my paper, but I don't know where mine is this morning. And I've faffed enough already, haven't I? I have.
I'm putting it over there.
That's very good. So I'm just using my clear ink. Mine, I've got the tinted one.
Oh yeah. That's the only one what we have.
Because I like to see where it's going. It does dry clear-ish. So I'm just going to make sure mine's lovely inked up and stamped. So it'll stamp. I'm going to pop it one end of my card. No, Rosie's got one of her own. Oh, hang on then. She can have that in a second. Let me ink it up again. They're going to tag team me this morning, aren't they? So I'm just going to stamp that. And because it's hot, not as hot as it has been, but it's still hot in here, I'm going to pop my embossing powder on first. Oh! Let me just put my embossing powder on and then I'll sort the camera out.
It is blurry. Get your ink. This is not part of the show, we're just getting the camera started.
Come on. It's over on the other side. Come on, why are you not playing today?
It is sorted.
Is it sorted?
Yeah,
wonderful.
I can see you. I can see your embossing powder before
wonderful. So we're going to pop that in there. I'm trying not to get that bit of tree or something that's coming with it.
That's actually ink.
It's not ink because it's moving. Right, so I've done one. And I'm going to stamp another one. I'm going to turn my card around. And I'm going to stamp another one on this side. And basically all we're doing is we're creating an area that we don't want the ink to go on. That's all we're doing. So we're just inking him up. Lots and lots of ink. There you go, you can pass that down to Rosie Toes now.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to stamp this on the side.
Rosie has it.
And there we go. And now I'll show you this time before I put my embossing powder on.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Can you see it's got a very faint tint to it? It's got a very pink.
It's hard to see on camera.
It is really hard to see. And it's really hard to see in real life too.
Oh, now you can see it.
A very
when you put your embossing powder over it.
Yep, you can see where it is then, can't you? So I'm going to pop that down there
and
like
we can
so.
see a little bit. I can see a little bit on the camera.
There we go. And if you pass, we're going to play Pass the Parcel today, aren't we?
Pass the parcel. Wait, should I pass that over to Rosie and that?
Yep, that and that down to Rosie.
Rosie.
And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to melt this now.
Melt it?
Melt your embossing powders. And what this will do is it'll create an area that will stay nice and clear, so it'll stay white, and our ink won't be able to stick to it. We're starting off with our heating bath.
I think Rosie's doing it.
Yeah, Rosie will be doing fine. So, just throwing something on the floor. It's not just me with dropsies today then.
No, it's not. But I have not dropped anything yet.
Yet. Famous last word.
The final drops, I think.
Okay. But I'm going to turn this around and get the other side.
To the other side. That's so easy to see on camera now.
It is now because we've got our lovely, because it's gone shiny, hasn't it?
Shiny!
And everywhere our embossing powder is, it's going to resist the ink. That's why it's called a resist technique. Yeah.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, we're doing all about resisting today. So basically, it's ways of not letting the ink stick. Yeah?
It's a fan over here because it's hot.
It is hot with that heat gun going, so I'm just going to let that dry a little bit. Because if we go straight onto this now, it might be a little bit tacky. And when we put our embossing powders on, our oxides on, what it'll do is it'll just get stuck and it'll mess up our design. So you just basically want that to cool down a little bit.
Should we move over to Rosie?
Yeah, if you want to show them what Rosie's up to.
Rosie.
Rosie will be a little bit behind because I didn't sort her out some ink.
Rosie, you're now on camera. Now they can see you.
Yeah, there you go. So she's just doing her embossing bits. There we go. Right, so mine is touch cool. You're going to pop back to mine for me?
And boink!
Yep, thank you very much, Bear. So mine is now.
To swap over now.
It is easier, isn't it? Nice and cool. Yep, there's no heat there whatsoever. So I'm going to grab my 3 colours I chose for this.
How is it? It's hot. How is it? It's hot and there's no heat on it.
Because it retained the heat from the heat gun. But it's not hot now. It's nice now. So I've got my 3 colours I've chosen for this: Salvage Patina, Tea Dye and Ground Espresso. I'm going to start with my palest one, as we always do, because that's the rules. There you go. Rosie's just heat bossing hers.
The massive one.
Yeah, she's got the funny
pink one. What is
long heat gun.
Rosie's doing?
So hers will be a lot faster because she's got one of the twin speed ones. So now I'm going to come to add my embossing powder. Sorry, my Distress Oxide. And we want to put.
Shaking it.
Sorry.
You are kind of shaking it. It's just going.
And with this, the more colour you put down, so the thicker layer of colour you get, the better your resist is going to be. If you only tickle the paper, you're never going to get a great resist. If you give it some welly, give it some real good rubbing. Even if it takes a couple of layers, you will get a better resist technique, water resist technique with it. Yeah.
A pattern.
So it doesn't really matter, I suppose, for this one, but for the next one, it will do.
I think it does. What was on the floor? Well, I just went like this and move back over and hit the floor.
There we go. So I've got my Salvage Patina on. I'm going to put my tea dye on. I'm going to turn this round, grab my tea dye.
Tea dye.
Tea dye. And I do think these make a lovely combo. And you can see everywhere where that clear embossing powder is, it's just resisting the ink.
Which colour will I use
first? Peel paint will be your last. And then
will be my first and Stormy Sky be my second?
No, Stormy Sky I'd say would be first. Okay. Yep. Rosie's got different colours to me, so we'll show you hers in a second when she started putting some ink down.
I'm ready to swap over to Rosie's if you want me to.
That's okay.
I have my hand on the mouse ready to swap over to theirs.
So you can see we are getting a lovely resist technique where we put that lovely clear embossing powder. What are you thinking, Bed? Do you think it's working?
Yeah. It's kind of blending in. It's kind of making like a little fire.
Maybe.
On the camera.
I hadn't thought. I've just been popping it wherever I fancied. And then I'm going to pop a little bit of this Ground Espresso because Ground Espresso is a really dark colour. So I'm going to pop a little bit of my Ground Espresso down.
Instead of watching you, I'm watching it on you on the camera. So I can. There we go. I think you're getting some on the table.
That's okay.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. When you lift it up,
That's what tablecloths are for, though, isn't it?
Yeah, so you can wash them, but I think this is not washable anymore.
I think my tablecloth's seen better days, hasn't it?
Yeah, because there's a lip over here. There's actually a lip over here.
Right, and all I'm going to do
over here.
is just pop it on here. Now, don't worry, can you see here my ink's going over my... Pick it up, actually, you might be able to see better. Can you see my ink's going over my embossing powder? Don't worry, because we're going to buff it off in a minute.
Buff it up.
I don't know. That sounds like a funny word, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Buff it off.
Buff it.
Put it buff, make it shiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you were like polishing your shoes, yeah? So if you were polishing shoes, you'd buff it off at the end, wouldn't you? So I'm just going to pop a little bit of tea dye around the edge just to bring it all together. Dye. Yeah, indeedy. Just all the way around.
Rosie's starting to put her ink on.
Yeah. Just going to do that. And can you see my blue's looking a little bit too blue? It's kind of jumping out a little bit too much. I'm just going to gently, with whatever's left on my tissue, just ever so slightly go over the top with it. There we go. And it just tones that back a little bit. And then I want a clean bit of my tissue.
Yeah,
and we're going to do our buffing. So I'm just going to go back over. And can you see that lovely embossing just pops back to the top, doesn't it? Yeah? Yep. It's a really good technique, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just use your embossing powder, your clear embossing powder. You'd get the same effect if you did your background and then white embossing powder over the top. Yeah. Doesn't it look cool? It's really jumping out now if you keep buffing it up a little bit.
Should I finish over to Rosie's?
There we go. If you want to show Rosie why I just cleaned my desk. So I'm just going to clean my desk up.
No one wants to see it, Rosie.
Nobody wants to see me cleaning. No?
Yes. No one wants to clean.
Oh, Rosie's is looking pretty cool.
Yeah. Just the white shine on it.
Yeah, it's because I've not
changed that to a bulb.
No, it's because it's an LED bulb and I've not changed the settings for the camera. So you're seeing the LED strobing. I do apologise. Like I say, it was last minute we decided we wanted a camera on Rosie as well. I don't think Rosie actually wanted the camera, to be fair.
You like it,
Did
Rosie?
you, dude? Did you want the camera or not?
And it was here.
There you go, she turned up and it was here.
See ya.
Very much Rosie. Right, so I'm going to finish this off now because
we're going to yours.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Good.
Yeah, so that's our resist technique using our embossing powder. Yeah, so I'm just going to.
Rosie's mistake. Did the lid kind of?
Rosie dropped the lid apparently. It's alright, as long as she picks it back up. So
the lid. Tried to put the lid back on, and then it just like fell off the not table, the pad.
Oh, right. Right, can I borrow your hand? Do you want to do some flicking for me?
Yeah, why?
Yeah, give me your hand. Other way. So we're now just going to treat this like any other card, like any other background we would do. So I'm going to cover a bear's hand with some water, and he's going to throw it at my card.
Okay.
So that's it. There we go. Turn it over again.
I love this tactic.
And flick it. Okay, some random flicking going on now. Oh,
Hey.
I've got a bear print on it as well. Or is it a paw print? There you go. Try and get some in that corner. That's it. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Stretch around this way. A little bit more. There you go. Right, that'll do. So we're going to put some more stuff over at the top. Now with this one,
get some tissue.
Absolutely, grab some tissue, dry that hand off. That's why I didn't use my hand. Mean, I know. I think you got it everywhere but the card there, dear. There we go. So you can see those lovely patches where we've removed the ink, which is what we're going to do with our stamp in a minute.
Oh, you got the t-shirt.
Did I get your t-shirt? I'm very sorry. So I'm just going to blot that off. Now, normally you'd use your heat gun on that to dry it, but because we've got our embossing powder, we don't want to overheat this, do we?
No.
No. So we're not going to use our heat gun. We're just going to keep going. So I'm going to use my Salvage Patina because it's my palest one, isn't it?
Why is there no one showing up on?
It's like there's nobody there just yet, but that's fine.
They can watch it again, can't
They can, and it's nice and cool. So, you know, people might still be in bed. Because it is early on a Saturday morning. Normally you're still in bed at this time on a Saturday morning unless it's football. So I'm just going to pop. We're just going to use our colours again just to create a bit of a background. So randomly stamp your... Rosie asked what we're going to do now. So I'm just going to randomly stamp in the background, going for my palest first.
Oh, so do my blue and that one and that one?
Yeah. So just stamp it wherever you want to do.
Rosie's one's looking good.
Rosie's is looking good. We'll show Rosie's in a minute.
Yeah, number 11. Number 11.
Is that what she is?
I think I got your monitor.
Did we get my monitor too? Yes, we did. I told you, you got ink everywhere. So you can see I am just adding, water, sorry. My Salvage Patina. And I'm just...
Patina!
I know, I do like that one. It's a nice bluey green, isn't it?
Yeah,
and just make sure between each of your oxide colours you give it a quick clean, because otherwise you're going to contaminate your ink.
That was on my hand and arm.
That's fine. I'm hoping you had a clean hand.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go then.
Greenish. I wash my hands. But they are kind of... This thing is still green right there.
That's alright. He turned himself green at school yesterday.
Yeah.
I didn't ask. As long as he had fun.
I did.
Well, there you go. It's only like the time we took Rosie to school blue.
What happened to Rosie?
She discovered Brusho. She just sat there and There we go. I'm just going to turn it around again.
I kind of like that wavy bit, so I really like the wavy machine. Like,
oh, the wavy machine.
Yeah. To make it look cool.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you the wavy machine. Oops. There we go. You have the wavy machine. Morning, Ruth.
Morning.
There we go. Bear's on the ball today with his camera skills. So I am just layering up these colours. I'm not doing anything special with this background. It is literally just the same stamp, just the same colours.
And also I do this.
Yep. And I'm going to go to my dark one, but I don't want too much of this dark one. Because otherwise, I've done the wrong end, haven't I?
Yeah, you're not sure.
Always the way. And I'm just going to pop this down here. And can you see as well, when I'm doing this, I'm actually going back over my embossing. So all that lovely, it's the same end I need. All that lovely embossing is starting to get a bit cloudy again because we've got ink over the top of it. Yeah. So what are we going to do? What's that word that we said before? We're going to...
Heat gun it.
Not heat gun it. Buff.
Buff it.
That was going to be my word of the day. There we go.
My word of the day is heat gun.
Heat gun.
Heat gun, heat gun, heat gun, heat gun, heat gun, heat gun.
There we go. Right, have you done some crinkly paper?
Yes.
Why don't you take a little bit of one of our colours and colour it in for us? And then we can put it behind our word.
Like duh, and then duh.
That's fine. So, you can see...
I'm going to move my mouse over here.
I've got...
It's going onto the other screen.
Shh, shh. It's very hyperactive this morning. It's too early for me. So can you see we've got all those lovely layers now building? But can you also see I've got ink all over me embossing? It's not a problem. Just get my tissue slightly damp. And what I want to do is just buff that ink away.
I don't know what to do. Colour this in.
Right? If we just grab you a piece of tissue.
I see.
And one of the colours and just go very gently over the top.
Yeah, over these.
It'll look cool behind ours.
I think let's go for this one.
You're going to go for the dark one or the blue one?
No.
Blue. Right, so can you see I've just taken all that ink away. It is like just damp tissue is all I've used. There we go. And that lovely resist has come back. Cool. Are you going to show Rosie's for us?
Oh, I'm already on it.
There you go. Oh, you're going to have to put it up towards the camera a bit. You're a bit bright at your end. There we go. How cool's that? Looking good, Rosie Toes? Yeah? Right, so we're nearly done with this card. Well, it's not a card.
Swap over to...
The last thing I want
is... I need to find my mouse.
That's it. Click back on me. There we go. Right, can you pass me a piece of that scrap next to you, please?
I use a piece of scrap for this.
Yep, can I have a piece though, please?
And use this?
No.
I'll need a bit.
You will need a bit. Sorry, Rosie. I've done half the job, haven't I, today?
I'll give Rosie the biggest piece.
I know. Now I'm looking for my black ink. Rosie's not got black ink either. Bear with 2 shakes.
I got black ink.
I'm moving on to my little onyx blacks because my big ones have run out this week. You're gonna send that down to Rosie for me.
Rosie.
See?
Hey, Rosie catched it first time.
I'll never be organised, will I?
Which word do I use?
And whichever word you'd like to use. I didn't know whether if you put love on it, you could use it for your dad's Father's Day card. Or you'll have to make him one this afternoon. Because we are that super organised, honest. Right, so I've just chosen my strengths for my monthly
I have a bottle for him for Father's Day.
You have? Sorry?
Whoa.
You're going to put hope on it?
I'm running out of ink.
Rosie's having a bit of hope, I'm having a bit of strength. I love this one. I think it's such a fabulous font.
Should I do one for Rosie?
I don't know. I'm sure there's enough there for us to share. Yeah, stamp it onto your scrap.
Are we not doing kind of on what we were supposed to do?
Mm-hmm. We are doing what we're supposed to do. It's just I'm not going to do all the steps. There you go. And I'm actually going to cheat because Bear's using the salvage patina.
Yeah. Salvage patina.
Yeah. We're very musical. I'm going to use a bit of my ground espresso to colour this one in.
I really like it. There's bits of white, but I can't get down into the little cuts.
That was my idea.
Should I do the other side?
Nope, just one side will do. And I'm just gonna put it in all my water, dude.
Which colour are you putting?
Whatever colour, or do you want a pen and do it in black or grey or something?
I'll do it in green.
She's gonna do it in green. Now there's a surprise, hey?
Look how wrinkly my paper is.
Paper.
Yeah, Rosie'd like a paintbrush. There you go, she can have that one.
Flying high.
You know, I was half toying with us going and working inside the house, you know, on the kitchen table, and then it was like, yeah, but how much stuff do I forget that we need as we're crafting? It's amazing, isn't it, what you take for granted that's on your craft desk?
The pen.
Paintbrush.
Paintbrush at her, and Rosie tried to catch it, like I did with the ink.
Did it not go well?
No. Paintbrush on the floor.
Oh no. So again.
There's another one.
That'd be easy.
Oh.
I'll get it back in a minute.
You might want to pass that paintbrush, not throw it. There you go. I'm not doing the best paint job here. I've got distractions, shall we say, today.
We finally got it over. Yay!
There we go. But you can do whatever you want on the top of your card. It's all about the resist today. All about the resist. So we've done our emboss.
I'll do something with this piece of paper.
So,
what fits in it? Fits in it.
So I'm not going to finish this card off. Otherwise we're going to be here all day, aren't we? I'm just giving you a quick idea how I would finish this one off. There we go.
I'm using some scissors. No jot it.
I don't know where my scissors are, dude. Have you got them? Just be careful.
These are the sticky ones.
I know they are sticky. I keep saying I will sort them out and I never get around to it. So let me just clean up my paintbrush on my desk. And I'll show you what Bear's been working on. There we go. I'm going to give this a quick dry. So you see it all fits, doesn't it? It's got a distressed background, that distressed colouring in.
I'm trying to make a house.
So I did find my guillotine. I couldn't find it on Monday night. Nope. It was nowhere to be found on Monday.
Where was it? That's my question.
I can't remember actually where it was. So we're just going to trim this down and hope it is. Hope, yeah, Rosie's got some hope over there.
Oh my god.
go.
Kind of went off track.
Never mind.
Just go for it. Just go for it.
I'm going to choose a bit of Ed's crinkled look. Just going to do it like that. Oh, Rosie wants me guillotine. Bear with. There we go. We can swap. And then can you see? I know it's not perfect.
Just find it over there.
Okay.
On your keyboard.
But how cool does that look with Bear's little bit of
Coloration.
corrugated?
I'm making a house.
Yep. Underneath there. So Rosie's just going to trim hers down and she'll show us what we've got done.
I'm ready to swap over to Rosie's if you want me to. I'm all ready to swap over to Rosie's. So swap over to Rosie's.
Right, swap over to Rosie's and show everybody. Just move it this way a bit, Rose. There we go. So Rosie's done a hope. Obviously she's going to mat that up onto, I'd probably choose some blue, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Choose some blue. Also some glossy accents on our hope. Yeah. And then you've got one card finished using the embossing powder resist. What do you think of that technique, Rose? Good. Yeah. It's quite an easy one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. It's actually easy.
But really effective. Like I say, if you're not sure and you wanted a different way of doing it, you could do all your colouring and then put white embossing powder on the top, and you get a very similar effect. So we're going to pop back to my camera now, Bear. There we go. And we're going to do the next one. The next one we're going to do is, so there's that one done. The next one we're going to do is the water resist. Oh,
What?
and I think my internet's just, it's not a happy bunny.
Well, your internet's right there.
I know, my internet box. So
Your internet box. Your internet.
the next one we're going to do is water resist. So we're going to use water to take away. We've already done a bit of that already this morning, but I'm going to show you how to do it with a stamp. So again, I'm going to just create a basic oxide background. So I've got my three colours here. I've got my Twisted Citron, Peacock Feathers and Villainous Potion, and I'm just going to cover my whole card in it. Again, yeah, this is your other three colours.
Should I swap over to Rosie's?
No, we're alright for a minute. So again, the more you put down, the better your resist technique is going to be. So let me just come back on here. I've just been booted off Facebook. How rude. I'm going to grab... I know, how rude.
Which one do you do, man?
Your order would be the yellow. And I'm not sure about the other two because they're very clue.
Volcano glue.
Which one, the green and the blue?
Volcano glue.
Right, that glue's not going to work
Why?
because it won't come out. You have to use washi tape. So I've got my three colours. My palest is my Twisted Citron, then my Peacock Feathers, then my Villainous Potion. And we're just going to do exactly the same as what we've just done. We are going to cover this piece of, well, it's just under 7x5 card in these colours. So again,
Not swapped it over to Rosie's, but that's fine.
we're just going to cover the whole thing. Yeah. So we'll probably get a bit of a wobble on again, because again, the more colour you put down, the better your resist is going to be. Now, I will say a couple of the oxides and a couple of the distress inks don't give up the ink very well. So things like the new flamingo one doesn't resist very well, and Worn Lipstick, it seems to be the pinks and the reds, to be fair. So if you're not sure, just give it a quick try. And one of the yellows, I think it might be Squeezed Lemonade, but don't quote me on that. You've got mustard seed, haven't you?
Fossilised amber.
Yeah, Fossilised Amber's fine. She just gave me that grumpy look. I've chosen a yellow. I know you have, but it's one of the dark ones. I'm sure it's Squeezed Lemonade. Some of them just don't want to give the ink back. So if you're unsure, just give it a quick
Be careful.
trial first. But you can do this with your oxides and your inks, and you get the similar effects. Just make sure if you're doing it with your inks, just leave it on the water on the card a little bit longer so it can pick it up. So I'm quite happy with my twisted citron. It's very, very bright this early in the morning. I'm going to turn it round.
Not the sides yet, but that's fine.
And I'm going to grab my peacock feathers.
I'm going to take this intermission around to see
your creation. There we go. You're now making a house out of corrugated card.
The card what you have cut up and set like this there.
Yeah.
I'm using.
Because it's sat next to the scrap box, so I'm guessing it's one way of getting my scrap box down, isn't it?
Yeah, making a house. That's difficult to live in.
That's very difficult.
But difficult to build, actually.
Okay, so I'm just putting lots and lots on here. And then I'm going to go with my villainous potion. I love the name of that, villainous potion.
It sounds like villains.
It is, it's a villain. Is it a naughty ink, do you think?
Yeah, because it went to the shops and stole all the inks.
Stole all the other inks. It's a bit mean of it, isn't it?
And the talents as well.
It is a really good one for resisting.
Yeah, it is. I think it's 10 out of 10.
It is fabulous as well. It's a fabulous colour.
Do you think it deserves 10 out of 10?
It could be a 10 out of 10 colour.
I'm ready to change over to roses, but not right now. I'm not gonna.
So you can see mine looks a little bit splodgy at the moment. So I'm going to go back to my peacock feathers.
Still on yours.
So I'm going back to my peacock feathers that I've already got on my tissue there, and I'm just going to quickly just dull that villainous potion down because he is a little bit villainous. Yeah, a little bit dark and a little bit bright. So I'm just taking my peacock feathers over the top of it. I'm just going to grab a little bit more. There we go. Didn't pick up much at all.
Nope.
And just tone it back a little bit. There we go.
How many colours do you have?
I've got 3.
No, how many colours do you have in total?
Oh, there's a question and a half. We have lots of colours, don't we? Because we have all the workshop ones too. Though, to be fair, my workshop ones are now probably in amongst all my normal everyday ones.
Why?
Because I do. Right, so I'm just going to clean off my desk. With a new tissue because I've just covered it purple there. There we go. Let me find. Oh, that's my tissue from before. Let me grab a new piece of tissue, shall we? How's yours looking, Rose? Looks very bright from down this end. Should we have a quick look at Rosie's?
Yep, I am changing to Rosie's. And there's Rosie's.
Oh, move it towards the camera. You can't see the yellow. Lift it up. There we go. You can see. Check out those colours. It looks really bright in real life. It looks cool. It really does look cool. Like last time, I will take a picture and share them when we're finished. So,
like last time.
Are you going to whack it back onto me?
Yeah.
Thank you very much, dude.
Back onto you.
Thank you. So for this, I'm just using one of my go-to flowers. It's one of the Lovely Blooms from that stamp set. It's an oldie, but a goodie. And it is just really good for this.
Are you going to keep them on the shops? That's my question.
Yeah, they're still on there. So you've got a decision to make now. You can either spritz this to get your water resist, or you can put it on the table. I'm going to show you both. So the first one is I'm just going to spritz it like it was a polyplate or something like that. So you want to hold your spritzer a good 30 centimetres away and spritz. So I'm going to end up spritzing there at this rate.
I don't care.
So
I don't care.
Quite refreshing, wasn't it? So can you see lots of little dots?
Oh, thank you, Rosie.
Of water.
Thank you, Rosie.
Rosie shot it all the way down here. And then we're just going to stamp it on. Just be careful because it is wet. Take it off and then blot. There you go. And if I lift that up, you can see that lovely resist where we've taken away our ink this time. If you don't like the idea of doing it that way, The other way to do it is, I don't know which is my favourite actually, it depends what mood I'm in, I think.
Yeah.
If I'm in a spritzing mood, then I'll spritz the stamp. If I'm in a splatting mood, I suppose I've got a puddle, yeah?
Puddle!
I'm going to pop it in there. Now, my stamp's full of water, so I'm just going to walk it out, and then if I go in that purple bit there, you will see, just like that, and blot. Yep, so it's completely up to you which way you do this. Yep, so just keep going, cover the background. You'll know if you've got too much water or too little water. And can you see I'm also taking, once I've done it, I'll do my splat. Ooh, that was a lot on there. I'll blot, and then I take the water off my stamp, because when you're taking up the ink, obviously you're taking away the colour as well, so you will get it moving around. So you can see here, yeah, lift that bit up, yeah, so you do end up moving some of your colour around as well, which I think adds to it. If you don't like that, spritz it, or pop it on your table every time, and then wipe your stamp afterwards. Yeah, and you'll get all your colour coming off. So I am just going all over with mine. How's yours going, my dear? Meh.
That means okay.
Yeah.
In myth language.
In myth language, it means it's okay, does it?
Yes.
So I don't think I can
No.
resist any more on that. Yep. You see all those lovely bits that we've taken that ink away from. Yeah. How cool is that? Really, really quick and easy. I do this all the time because I think it looks amazing. We did it on our first one as well when we splattered it. Yep. But you can do it using your stamps. So, should we finish this card off as well? Should we finish this one off, Rose? This card? Yeah?
Yeah, why not?
Why not? So I'm just going to dry this. She's just dropped a stamp.
Yeah.
Nobody was murdering her, she was just dropping a stamp. I don't know if you heard that.
Yeah, Lizzie always does that when stuff.
Yeah. If you feel it, once you've done it, it will feel very, very wet. So before we stamp anything on the top of it, we need to heat gun it. And that way, you won't get any of your next layers bleeding. However, if you want them to, it does look good as well. But I'm going to dry mine off.
Just for this.
Because when you dry it off as well, it will make them go a little bit more, make them stand out a little bit more as well.
I like this ink gunner as well.
Yeah.
It's like music, isn't it?
It's a bit like music. I do need to work out how to put the music on.
Why?
So you don't have to listen to the heat gun.
You might edit this, but we can't.
You can't edit it as well, can we? Well, we can.
No.
But it'd be very complicated, and I'm not that good.
I'm good at computers.
You are, right. That feels dry now.
Dry.
It is dry. So again, you can see, look at that. How cool is that? Give it a woggle. Should we give Rosie's a woggle too?
I'm switching over.
Hang on.
I'm over to Rosie's.
There you go. Lift it up a little bit. You can just about make yours out, Rose.
Yeah, why not, babe?
Yep. To be fair, I can see them better in real life than I can on camera.
Over to yours?
If you're finding that it's not taking the ink away, leave it on there, the water, a little bit longer, or leave your stamp in place a little bit longer, then take it off, then blot, because it just gives the water time to like hook into the ink and pull it off. Yeah. So make sure your stamp's dry.
Switch over to yours.
Make sure your ink's dry, and then we're just going to start layering up like we did on the other one. So I'm going to splatter these all over. I'm not going to go with my twisted citron because mine's a bit pale, but your fossilised amber would work. I'm going to start with my peacock feathers.
Yes.
He's saying yes because his house is working. It's looking pretty cool.
No, I just have to put the roof on. That's the bad thing.
Yep, so just pop them all over, whether you want first, second, third generation, go for it. It's just a way of creating a wonderful background. You can tell I'm not even bothering to make sure it stamps properly, I'm just splatting and going. I am a very lazy crafter, aren't I? I must admit that.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Thanks, Bear. I think that's enough peacock feathers, don't you?
Yeah, that's too much peacock feathers.
And then I'm going to
sounds like you're murdering something, doesn't it?
Peacock feathers?
Peacock.
Peacock's one of those big, beautiful birds that we see at Birmingham.
Yeah, but they chase after you.
They do chase you as well, don't they?
That's why I don't like them. They kill a chaser.
They do chase it. And then I'm just going to put a few villainous potions on here. Just like that. You can see you've got a really quick and easy background. There's no right or wrong when you come to stamping randomly, is there? Right. What do you think? Do you like this one?
Yeah.
Yeah? So,
I'm focusing on the house.
You're focusing on your house now? Yeah. Can I have a piece of scrap card? Because I want to put sentiment on this as well. Might need a slightly bigger one.
Bigger.
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 There we go.
The biggest what we have is this.
That'd be fantastic. Thank you. But I'm just going to do a quick flower. Now, I'm actually going to do it in grey. And Rosie's going, I haven't got a grey. I know, I'm sorry. You've run out of washi tape.
I'm going to swab it with washi tape.
I will show you his house in a little bit when it's done. So I'm going to do my flower in grey because...
Why do you use the same washi tape?
Let me stamp it and then I'll show you. Yep, Rosie's going to want a grey.
I have a grey.
Oh, she's got a grey.
Well, I don't have a grey on the table. The hairy grey.
It's a hairy grey. So if you look at this one, you can see I've stamped my flower in grey and then your wording in black. And that way your eye knows this is what we're looking at. Yep. So in grey and then in black. I could have done it in black, but I think it would have been a bit too much. So what colour do you think I should colour this flower in, dude?
I don't know.
Doesn't know.
Put some feathers on the house, remember?
I think I'm going to do it blue, purple. I had peacock feathers there. I think I'm going to purple on this one.
Do peacock feathers.
You want to do peacock feathers again?
Yeah.
Not villainous potion?
Not villains,
No, some of the villains. It's just the name of the ink. It doesn't make it naughty.
I don't want to use it.
No, you don't want to use it. That's fine. So I'm going to grab my peacock feathers because villainous potion's not allowed. I'm going to pop a little bit on my desk. I haven't stamped my word yet, but I will do. Yeah, I'm just going to colour in my flower first. And I'm going to do this as dark as I can. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of water on my brush, just enough to make my ink move, and then flick it out for the middle because I don't want to actually have to colour it in, if that makes sense.
My house is done, but the frame is done.
I just want it to have a little bit of colour. I've got so much colour going on in the background.
I need to do the bottom though. I need to make a door. I need to do the bottom one. There's a lot to do.
There we go. So you can see I'm just adding that little hint of colour, not too much. Because I think if we did lots and lots of colour, you'd lose it on that ever so colourful background. Whereas leaving the white in there will make it pop off the background. There we go. There we go. So we've got our lovely little flower. I'm going to pop that to one side. Bear's just using the scissors, so whilst he's doing that, I'm going to stamp my saying. And I picked, friendship is like a rainbow between two hearts. Just need it to stick on my stamp block. I know we used a different one on the samples. I couldn't find that one this morning, but I could find this one. So this is the one I've gone with today. So make sure I ink it up.
I'm going to go with happy summer.
Happy summer. Yeah, or you can use... No.
In black?
Yeah. You can tell she's further away from me this time, can't you? Because we're not swapping things as much.
Yeah.
She's just throwing it all on the floor as well. And we have a bear between us, don't we, this time? Can't remember where you were last time.
Football.
Football. There we go. So I've got friendship is like a rainbow between two hearts. So I'm just going to cut out my flour. I know I'm jumping around a little bit, aren't I? Trying not to use my heat gun too much.
Because it's boiling hot.
It is boiling hot. Well, it's not as hot. I was going to say it's not actually that hot today.
It look like it's gonna rain.
Well, the weather app. I was going to say the weatherman, but you don't really see a weatherman these days, do you? Apart from if you turn on the news. Did say from lunchtime we might get a bit of the wet stuff, which would be quite nice actually, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It's going to rain all next week.
Rain next week.
It's rain next week.
I don't mind rain next week.
No.
I don't think we've got anything on next week, have we?
I got a trip.
Oh yeah, you've got a trip. But that's not outside, is it? That's inside. So we're just going to keep going round. Sorry, I'm taking forever, aren't I, to cut out today?
Have a new resistance.
Not that I can easily see, me dear. You have to wait for these ones. I've only got 2 more petals to do. My cutting out got worse and worse as I got further around this flower. Right, there you go. So there's that one.
I'm opening this one because
There
it
we go,
looks
my dear.
cool.
Okay. Right, and then I'm just going to chop down. Oops.
Do you need the guillotine?
Yes, I do need the guillotine. I forgot I'd left that with Rosie. Thank you, my dear. I'm just going to chop this one down. And then obviously I will go back and do my matting and my layering and everything else later on. Yeah.
Here's a video.
There we go, because we only have to mat and layer, don't we? And today is all about, what's that word? Resist?
Resisting.
Yeah, resist techniques. So I have got my big saying. It's going to go like that. It's going to be matted. And then I'm going to have my little flower. I might even do a little bit of ribbon maybe on that one. So, there.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think of that one?
I thought you said there, not there.
I did say there. I was going to say, there it is. But I then thought, you know what, I'll ask Bear what he thinks. What do you think?
Good.
Yeah, so we've done our 2 so far. We have got our... Oh,
Making a doorknob.
You're making a doorknob.
It doesn't stay shut.
Oh dear.
What needs to...
We've done our emboss resist. And we've done our water resist. So we're going to get to play next. I might need your help with this one, Bear. The next one, our wax resist. What do you think?
Why?
Is that with the pan things?
No, pan pastels is last. And the reason I'm doing pan pastels last is because the last time Bear used pan pastels, my whole desk got covered. And it took, well, I ended up with a new tablecloth, let's put it that way.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Do you remember that?
I
yeah,
remember
you turned everything red.
Oh,
including yourself.
Oh,
Yeah, good job you had a red t-shirt at the time. So there you go, there's where we're up to. We've done emboss and we've done our water resist so far. Obviously I will mat and layer them as we go, afterwards even. How are you doing, Rose? You nearly ready to show? Very nearly. You're gonna bop onto Rosie Toesies.
My house is done.
Oh, his house is done. He'll show you his house that he's been working on. So if you've been wondering what Bear's been working on, he's been making a little house with the crimper.
I need to make windows though.
He wants to make some windows next. That could be dangerous.
Yeah.
You might.
I'm asking you to make windows. I
Okay.
want one there. One there. I just want...
Or you could cut some different coloured card to make your windows. No. Okay.
Actually, yeah.
You could, couldn't you? So there you go. That's what Bear's been working
That's
on.
a doorknob.
And he's got a doorknob, a door handle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What needs to fix?
Okay. Go. Cameraman turned architect is our Bear. We're going to have a look at Rosie's?
Yep, I'm switching over to Rosie. What is number 11?
There we go. Oh, you've done Happy Summer. How cool is that?
I did say that.
Oh, super cool.
Happy summer!
Yeah, and you could just put a piece of ribbon around the bottom. Yeah. How cool. Yeah?
And my house is here.
And his house is... Well, I might need to get to the kitchen roll. Put it on top of that kitchen roll.
You can't stand that up.
There we go. Oh, no. Right. Anyway,
It's gonna go there.
Next technique is...
I've stolen Rosie's camera.
Oh, you're on Rosie's camera. Right.
I'm watching Rosie now, okay?
The next technique... Well, Rosie hasn't got a wax crayon because I forgot to get her one. So, the next technique is wax resist. Now, you could use a clear wax crayon, a normal wax crayon. You can help me with this one. You're going to have so much fun with this one. I'm going to use my distressed crayons because I don't use them. They sit on the shelf and I don't do much with them. So I've got my picket fence distressed crayon.
This is so cool, isn't it?
Actually, Bear, what I'm going to do, if you go there, there's like a pale one. Oh, hang on, don't move. I'll move. Just there. There's a pale colour. Yeah. Yeah, so if I grab that one, what we will do instead is we will use antique linen so you can see where we're mark making, and I'll give Rosie the white one. So if you were to use a white crayon or a clear crayon, obviously you wouldn't see it on white card. We are going to use antique linen so you can see where we're going to be colouring in.
Rosie's on the white card.
So you won't see it on Rosie's. So I'm going to just start off by putting a few little stamps on there. So anything you want to put on your card before you start adding some areas of wax to resist, you need to do now. Bless you, Rosie.
Whilst I pull this off...
Oh, actually, I quite like that stamp.
Rosie will sneeze.
I'm going to use that stamp, actually, because I quite like it, don't you?
Yeah, you.
Yep, use your diamonds. And we're just going to put a little bit of stamping in the background. One, so we can put some wax inside them and give us a bit of interest. In black ink. Yep.
Rosie's gonna shout.
I know, I've just completely changed what I'm doing. But texture stamps in the background, absolutely fantastic. In black or in grey if you wanted to do grey.
Door closed, please.
Oh, that's really bad stamping, don't look too close.
Door stay closed. Stay. I can use that.
I'm going to put that over here.
Doors now stay
and then I'm just going to use my semicircles to do a bit of interest coming down our card as well.
I think my door's going to stay open now.
So you can get clear wax crayons which are brilliant for doing this with, so you don't actually see them. White crayons, again, just, you know, standard pack of crayons.
Where's scissors?
What's up?
Where's scissors? Scissors.
I think Rosie's got the scissors at the moment. There you go. So we have got a little bit of interest on there. We've got some wobbly blocks at the bottom, and we have got some of our semicircles on there. Yeah.
I see a red crayon.
A little bit.
Red crayon.
Red pen. That I think that's from when we did polyplates once.
Do you remember the red pen?
Yeah.
If you do,
Rosie destroyed it, I think.
Should I?
Oh, excuse me.
Can I test on this piece of paper?
So,
see if the red pen's back alive.
So all I'm going to do is dry this off.
It works.
Just make sure it's nice and dry before you start adding your wax.
Can I add the wax?
You can add the wax.
See what? Which one should I use?
We're using antique linen. Again, you know, a white pen you obviously wouldn't see. Antique linen you're going to see because we want you to see where we're going to put our mark making. So it's up to you. You could colour inside those. You could do some waggly lines. You could do some crosses. Yep, that's the end. You could go wherever you want to with it. So if I just move up a bit, oh, he's squishing me. He is squishing me.
I don't. I'm thinking.
You're thinking? So on mine, should I show you what I did on mine? I did some wiggly lines. I don't know, you can quite see there across the top. I did a little bit inside my diamonds. I did some dots. Triple? You could do some kisses. You could do some swirly whirls.
Wiggly lines
if you want to.
Colour some of these in.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want to do. So again, Rosie's will be white because she's using the picket fence. Mine, we're doing it so you can see where we've done our. But any wax crayons, any wax pencil crayons work as well. On there.
It actually takes out the black.
A little bit. So we'll show you Rosie's. Rosie's will be like magic, so we'll stick with Rosie while she's doing hers.
Just show you to Rosie?
No, not yet. When Rosie's ready. Yeah, can I just do a few bits? Yeah?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I'll do. Because you can see where Bear's done his, I'll come in with my white pencil crayon.
I'm letting you have some space, because you are kind of squished.
Yeah, that's it. So I'm just putting a few in here. Yep, so Rosie's using the white picket fence, if you want to. I'm just doing some.
No, you're on. But I can't even see where Rosie is.
Yeah, it's going to be like magic. So anything that's wax based, you can do this with. You could use a candle if you were feeling really brave. Could you imagine trying to colour in using a candle? You could melt it down, I suppose, and make it into a crayon shape, couldn't you?
The wax in it, you can actually make into a wax crayon.
You could.
Just melt it down when you have into just a straw, into this the piece of string. That's it. That's just that. Oh, I'm starting to see it. I'm starting to see it.
Can you just see a little bit of where Rosie's is? There we go. So you can just see she's just adding bits. It's like magic. I love this. It's so much fun. And Rosie's just said she did something similar at school.
Shall I swap over to you?
It is great. It reminds me of
Oh, it's very zoomed in. It's very zoomed in.
Rosie's looking cool over there, actually. Oh.
Oh, I see.
To make the end longer, Rosie, just twizzle the end of the pen.
Wait. That bit's making me.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
There you go. So you can't see, and it gets really complicated, doesn't it? You have to remember where you've made your marks.
Yeah, that's why.
But it's great fun. It really is great fun.
Where's it gone?
Where's what gone? Oh, have you moved it all the way down? What colour do you think we should do ours? Or is that a daft question? Should we use blue?
Yeah, that's a daft question.
Blue and a bit of yellow, maybe?
Yeah. And a bit green.
Oh, we'll do two.
Okay.
Actually, we've still got your pots from the other day, haven't we?
Yeah. Wait, there's blue, but we might need some more blue. Yeah. And yellow. We might need some more.
Well, do you want to just add a little bit of brush out to your pots from the other day?
Yeah, because they are kind
Rosie's going to town over there.
Right.
Right, are you alright with that? You think you're okay, right? That should be enough there. It's going to look good, is it?
Right, yeah, we're going to like that.
Rosie's...
But it's like magic, isn't it?
It is well, you know, bush.
Yep.
I see green bush.
So, what we're going to do, are you going to move the camera back over there? I know you've got like 300 jobs to do at once, haven't you, Bear? I'm sorry.
You are doing this for
Do you want a little pot?
You could do with a pot if you've got a clean pot over there.
Yeah, there are clean pots in there. Just two.
So all I'm doing is just making a bit of brush show.
Up in a pot.
Very, very watery brush show. Yeah. So we sprinkled a teeny tiny bit of brush show in. We did this the other night with something. I can't remember what we did. It was when Bear was huffing and puffing, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had the huff and puffs on.
So we used like the little...
There we go. Right, and then I found my big fat brush. I found my big fat brush. Right, before you start doing your painting though, Rosie, we're going to come over to your camera.
I'm just gonna...
Do that one. Do you want to paint this on or am I painting it on?
You.
Me?
Why should I go over to Rosie's camera?
Because it'll be like a voyage of discovery because we don't actually know where Rosie's put her... Oh, my pencil crayon didn't work. Mustn't have been a wax one. Rude.
Should I swap over to Rosie's? Should I?
I don't know whether she's quite ready yet.
Why does it only say tear on all of them? Where's the bottom one cut?
So it says transfer.
Why is they all say transfer? No,
It means transfer what what screen you're looking at.
I'm ready to stop painting Rosie's.
I'm ready to start painting. Just paint the whole thing.
Just paint it.
Paint the whole paper.
Yeah, paint it, and then you can do some dribbles, and you can do some whatever you fancies.
Okay.
So I'm doing mine. Just put some dribbles on mine.
You ready?
There we go. We're going to move over to Rosie's, and I'll finish mine up. There we go.
Oh, I see Rosie's.
Oh, she might want a bigger brush.
Rosie, do you want a bigger brush?
Should I send that over to Rosie?
Rosie!
Whoa, what a catch. It's like magic, isn't it? Look at Rosie's go there.
Yeah.
How cool is that? Oh. It's like playing peekaboo, isn't it?
Yeah. Like, here I am.
Yeah, I better here I am in the morning.
Wait. Does the wax crayons actually, the white ones, spawn to paint?
Yeah, so it resists the paint. Yeah. So this is what we're doing about. We're doing about resisting, and that's just another way of getting it to resist.
Oh, I see Rosie's lines.
Yeah.
I see Rosie's lines. Wait, is this the card?
Yeah, this is card. We're just playing.
So if you mess something up right now.
This is the background. So this is our background for our card.
Oh, it's blending in right there.
It is, isn't it?
I can change back to you or change back to Rosie.
No, stay on Rosie's. Rosie's got the magic going.
It's not working my diamond. Recording my diamond.
Oh, well, maybe you didn't press on hard enough.
Yeah, no, go on, almonds.
Oh, Mr. Bear.
I don't drink.
We're all gone quiet, haven't we? I'm sat playing with paint. Rosie's playing magic over there.
Well, I'm saying on Rosie for.
Yeah, I'd stay on Rosie because Rosie's looks super cool.
Yeah.
I picked up the wrong pencil, so my white bits kind of came out a little bit, but not lots and lots. Right, I'm going to move my brush out of the way.
Do you feel good, Rosie?
Morning, Maxine.
Morning.
Yeah, have you done yours? Oh, you have, haven't you? It looks cool from here. Yep, heat gun it. Now, it looks quite pale on screen, but it is really bright in real life. So once she has heat gun hers, just don't hold your heat gun too close or else you'll melt your wax a little bit. Right, are you going to come back to mine and we can show everybody what I've been up to? Because I've just been playing with me.
3, 2, 1, and a think.
There you go. So you can see a couple of the ones I put the white crayon in. Pencil crayon worked. Some others didn't. But you can see definitely our resist on our...
And heat gun twins.
Yeah. We're the heat gun twins, are we?
Yeah. And I'm the house twin. House person because I made a house.
Yeah, you made the house, didn't you?
Look at this beautiful house.
Yeah, he's showing you his house again. There we go.
I might add to it.
Okay.
Also, I want to make some windows.
There we go. I'm just drying mine off. The guillotine? Yep, it's up there on the top. He's still adding to his house now. There we go. And then it can... That looks super cool. Are you going to show Rosie's? You're going to move the camera over to Rosie's. There you go. Move it down a bit. towards your heat gun a bit. Up a bit. That way. That way a bit. There you go. You can see how cool Rosie's is because she's had that white picket fence on there. How cool does that look there?
Wow.
Yeah.
I did look at it.
You did look, did you? Okay. Yeah. Right, you're going to pop back onto ours?
Yeah, I am popping back onto ours.
Hopping back over to us. So, now it's up to you what you do with your background. So I'm just going to make mine a little bit more interesting. So I'm going to go back for my little semicircles. I'm going to use some of my Brusho as well. So I've just cleaned up my paintbrush and I didn't mean to.
Yeah, I've got a lot.
Yep, so I've just picked a little bit up out my pot to put on my desk so I can stamp with it.
Don't tip it.
Don't tip it, no. That's not a good idea. Don't tip your Brusho. The warning from Bear there. Don't tip your Brusho. And I'm just going to come and stamp it. Again, remember, anyway you...
Sharpen up your blade?
Kitchen foil.
Kitchen foil to sharpen up the blade.
Just like that. I might even do another one down here a bit. There we go. So you can see, just normal now. What we would normally do in our backgrounds. I'm going to leave that, I think. But I'm going to get some of that bobbly one. I'm going to clean that up a little bit. There's my bobbly one. So I'm just going back over with what I had. You can see. These are the ones I put my crayon in, and it is a little bit lighter. Not a lot, but a little. I'm going to do the same again with my brush out. I'm just going to grab a bit of that blue, pop it on my desk. Whilst it's in there. And in this temperature, our Brusho pots. Are you okay?
Yep.
Yeah, our Brusho pots are drying up really fast.
Yeah, they are.
They are, aren't they?
I might make some more things. Look, there was a bag there. My house fell. I'm putting my house there.
So those of you who have just joined us, Bear's been making a house this morning. He's our cameraman.
Yep.
Aren't you? You're the cameraman for the morning.
Yep.
And he's making a house.
Yep, I'm playing now.
Oh, you're playing now?
With the guillotine.
Just watch your fingers, won't you?
Yeah.
I thought you were making windows for your house.
I made 2 windows, what fit there.
Right, do you need to glue them on?
No, why?
Just asking, that's all. Just asking.
Yeah, I might need to glue them on.
There we go. Right, what do you think of my background now, dude? Do you think it looks okay?
Yeah. Not as cool as Rosie's.
Not as cool as Rosie's. Is it because Rosie's had the white pencil? White crayon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But of video purpose, that's
yeah,
why.
You could see where we'd added ours. But it does, with a white crayon, absolutely fantastic. To be fair, I didn't think that antique linen was going to be quite as dark as it was. So I'm just cleaning out my paintbrush. And then, should we finish this one off, Bear?
Yeah.
Yeah? Should we finish this one?
Why not?
Why not, indeed. And then we'll move on to our pan pastels. We've not done pan pastels in ages.
Ages, we say. Ages!
So we're getting giddy. It's I was going to say it's Friday night. No, it's not. It's Saturday morning.
No, Saturday morning, not
Saturday morning. We're all giddy.
What?
We've got our giddy beans on, haven't we?
Can I get the glue what is stuck and try and free it?
No, because I got I don't know whether I should admit this. I got an embossing tool stuck in my glue. I know Rosie's looking at me like, what? You did what, woman? I know. You don't need to know the ins and outs. Just say mistakes were made. And yeah.
Give me the scissors and then I'll start putting it down.
You don't want it cutting down.
Make another bucket.
Let's make another hole in the glue. Can I have another piece of scrap card for Celia, please? Because I love our Celia. She's a lovely lady.
Big?
You can see with that funky background we've just got. I'm just going to leave mine to dry.
I'm going to cut this piece of paper.
Yeah. If it's really wet, heat gun it if you want to.
I'm going to cut this
It
piece
looks
of paper.
amazing. Rosie's really does look cool. I don't think it'll go through there. I'll tell you what, tear it in half for me. Thank you.
You can.
That's one way to get a scrap piece of paper.
Yeah. Should I?
It's alright. It's alright. Because we're both going to cut our flowers out.
Yeah, cut all your flowers, that's fine.
So you'd have some lovely, nice
Glue.
cut pieces of scrap. Mine got torn.
Well, you said to
I did say tear it.
Would this work for you?
Oh, that's a nice colour, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm going to use it. I'm only going to use
I tell you what, that would work nicely. Well, are you going to help me with my pan pastels in a minute? Yeah.
I'm only going to use a square, okay?
Yeah, make it into a square or make it into a... I don't know if you can actually hear Rosie down at the other end.
Can you tell us?
Yeah. She is there, honest.
Honest.
Well, you can see what she's doing, can't you, to be fair? She's definitely there. Right, so I've just stamped my Celia in black. It's a bit chaotic this morning, I do apologise.
I might have to fold this in half too.
Yeah, you might have to fold it in half to get it in the tiny guillotine.
Yeah, tiny.
And you're not using the big guillotine because it's got the fan on and we need the fan.
Yes, we do.
So, Bear.
Yeah.
What colour do you think we should colour in our Celia?
What colour, what do you think?
What about pink?
Okay.
Or purple? Should we do villainous potion? Yeah.
Why not?
I think on there. So that was your dad at the door then.
He was outside.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Was he? We are
I
both.
thought there was some random person in the dark.
Should we both?
I love how she. I don't know if you heard that. I said I thought that was your dad at the door. She went, no, he was outside a minute ago. Oh, it was just some random person in the garden. I was like,
Well, there was somebody rummaging around outside. So
hope it was daddy, yeah. So I'm going to do villainous potion on that because I think villainous potion is just going to go.
On the next card, should Rosie use this half of it?
She might want to use some of it. But we'll do our mats and our layers in a little bit.
We're seeing.
Yeah, she might not like it. I tell you what you could do, if you can turn round and find me a nice green for my leaves. I'm just going to quickly colour in Celia with my oxides because they're on my table, they're here, and I don't have to go rooting.
Just a little bit. Just a teeny tiny bit.
Ink, please, ink. Trying to get my paper.
I'm going to look for this green.
So again, we've got that lovely background going on. I am just going to do very little.
Is this okay?
Not really.
It has to be in the light.
It can be in either one. There's one. I can see it from here. Second pile.
1, 2, 3.
Keep going. Keep going. Be fourth pile that way. So I'm just doing little bits from the bottom. My brush was a bit wetter than I thought it was. Thank you, dear.
Wait, these were from my shoes, aren't they? They were from Daddy's shoes. From the box here.
And whilst I've got all that purple on my table, look how cool that looks in Villainous Potion. I'm loving Villainous Potion. I've not used it before.
Yeah,
well, I have used it before, but not really played with it.
I need a glue. I need a glue.
We'll have to chop its end off and hope for the best. I'm just going to add a little bit.
Okay, I'm going to get
to a few of these.
volcano glue this one.
I know. Rosie's just said volcano glue the second. Yeah, I've got that feeling too. It's like impending doom, isn't it?
That's a symptom of a heart attack.
Thanks, Rosie.
Symptom of impending doom.
Or it's your brother getting older glue.
I have cut off the end and it just went flying.
So can you see I'm just using a bit of my Villainous Potion?
Volcano glue the second.
To just...
Yes!
You've got it working.
Yeah!
And what that should
No
do
volcano
now
glue? No volcano glue?
is just make
Volcano glue!
our...
Volcano glue! Volcano glue!
Okay. So by popping a little bit, I'm going to actually do a little bit there as well.
No, not
in the background.
I'm just
It pulls your background and your foreground together, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. It's repelling that. My pencil crayon didn't want to repel the brusho, but it repels oxide. That's interesting to know, isn't it?
Yep.
There we go. Right, I'm going to leave that like that.
Oh, wait again, but no, thank you. Why? Why?
There we go. Right. And then I just need to do my green.
Now.
Okay. We can do a little bit of green on our Celia. Oh, we need a smidgen of green for our Celia. That's okay, you're going to have to leave it like that now. Have I got the scissors or have you got them, dear?
I got them.
Can I?
No.
Okay.
Oh, Eddie's got them.
Yeah. How did I cut off it? I asked.
The scissors.
Do you want to show Rosie's flower?
Yep.
Have you painted that faster than me? Rude.
So put over and then.
How dare she paint faster than me? Oh, that is cool. It's going to look really good on that background as well. Isn't it? If you're feeling brave, there's those super big scissors in front of you.
Yeah.
I was joking. It wasn't a challenge.
I'm going to use this, like solar panels.
Word, though. Sorry?
Like solar panels.
Solar panels, good idea. The house is being upgraded. I'll show you it again in a moment.
Now I need to draw. Like little patterns.
There you go.
Thank you.
So I'm going to start off with my stalk as always. If you've got a little fine bit that you've got to cut out, start with that. Whilst you've got somewhere where you can hold on to your image, because it makes it harder, doesn't it, if you leave your tricky bits till the end and then you've got an out to hold on to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
I left my tricky bits to the end.
Oh no, have you left your tricky bits?
Yeah, like drawing the windows.
Oh, super tricky that. There you go, so I'm just quickly cutting mine out. Oh, you're going to come back to mine? I thought you'd bopped back.
Nope,
You're still with Rosie. The joys of having multiple cameras, hey?
The joy.
Joys.
The joy.
I suppose while I'm cutting out, you could show everybody your house on your camera.
Yeah, I'm gonna just do some modifications.
I've got to admit, it is a lot cooler here today.
I think the fans.
Yeah, the fan's helping, obviously.
I did it with the big scissors.
Rosie's just cut her flower out with the big scissors. Well done. You're a braver woman than me.
I can use the big scissors. No problem.
Yeah, but I think those scissors, they're the ones I cut the stamps up with. So they probably were full of polymer at the same time. It's a bit droopy. Do you want to show everyone? You're going to go over to Rosie Cam.
We're going it our own camera.
There we go. You move it back towards the wall. There we go. If you twist it round, because there we go, you can see it proper sideways. A proper view of it now. There you go. How cool does that look? Yay! With big scissors. Do you want to show everyone your big scissors? Seems like you're proud of them. So, yeah, the huge scissors that she's been working with. They're the ones I use for cutting out the stamps with.
Yeah. Sometimes we just make them in 4 sheets, and then we cut them with them massive scissors.
Right, you're going to come back to mine? Maxine says, that's lovely, Rosie. She's done a cracking job. It's wonderful colours. I don't think the colours are quite coming across online, but again, I will do photos after the fact. So, I'm quite happy with that. Mine and Bear's background. Yeah?
Yep.
Or Bear's are mine. All I'm going to do to finish mine off is, because you know I love my little squiggly lines at the moment. I am a squiggly line queen at the moment.
No, you're not. I'm the best squiggly liner.
Well, do you want to do squiggly lines on this one for me then?
No.
No. Oh.
Only with pastel crayons.
Only with pastel crayons.
That's my new favourite now.
So we're using the pumpkin.
Can you tell I'm sure the only reason these two have decided they wanted to come and craft with me today is because I said I've got my pan pastels out.
I've never used them.
I have.
There was some fun. See?
I'm swapping over to my canvas.
How cool's that? A little bit of wax resist. Rosie's is obviously the better resist on here because she used the white one.
Change over to mine.
Okay, so Bear's going to show you his house. You have to lift it up a bit more. And that way. There we go. Just like that. There you go. So this is what Bear's been crafting. His lovely little house. Made of, it's even got corrugated walls. And it's put together with washi tape. So that's what Bear's been up to. Oops. There we go. Right. So we have done our water resist. Our emboss, our water. Now we've done our wax.
So just I'm whizzing through the other page.
Maxine says that's great, Bear.
She doesn't make me like doing next end video.
No, don't click end video. If we suddenly go off air, you know why. So next one we're going to do is, this isn't really a resist.
Pastel.
Yes, we're going to work on our pan pastels.
Pan pastel.
So, oh, that's upside down, I've just realised. So for this, where are they?
I'm going to do some more.
You're going to want, oh, Rosie's got the emboss. Oh, there you go, there's one. I'll use that one. So for this, you're either going to want an emboss pad or your Versamark. They both work great. Yeah.
I'm just following what you want.
It would work on there as well.
Yeah.
And then I'm using my pan pastels. These are really old. They are.
You have to take one.
They're all old Buzzy Bee ones, so they are nearly as old as you, Bear. Yes, like 9 years old. My pan pastels, and they live in a box. And they don't get used that often.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm using today. You could use soft pastels. You could use eyeshadow. You could use your mica powders for this. Anything like that works.
The bottom drawer of the drawers.
Yes, it is the bottom drawer of my drawers.
Yes.
So you can see this one's been dropped at some point, so we're going to have to be careful when we open it.
Wait,
but they are.
Can I open that one?
No, not that one.
Please, can I open that one?
So, emboss or Versamark is what we want. Let me just, actually, I've just got some blue on my desk. So let me just get rid of that first.
Blue words.
And this one is probably the easiest thing we are doing today, our pan pastels.
I'm still going to play with this and help you.
Okay, you can do that. Now, Rosie's chosen a super cool set of stamps to use for this one. And she's chosen colours to go with it as well. That's pretty cool. So she has chosen... Well, you've got oranges, it could be lemon slices or
she has changed over to
limes. So Rosie's using the actually she'll show you in a second, the slices set, so the citrus treats set, because it's just going to look fabulous for this.
I'm just waiting for Lizzie.
So she's chosen a really good stamp set to use for this one, and I am using,
I'm just waiting for Lizzie.
This one, if I can find a stamp block that's big enough.
I'm stopping over to Lizzie in 3, 2, Rosie. Should I stop over
Yeah, if you want to swap over to Rosie.
There is Rosie's stickers.
There you go. So that's the stamp set she's using. It's one of the old monthly make ones, but it'll be fabulous, especially with the colours she's chosen. So you're going to show them the colours you've got. Oh, you can't quite see them. Lift them up. So she's got an orange, and a battered lemon. I'm guessing it used to be lemon, but now it's been battered. I wouldn't be doing that, Rosie, if I were you. It's going to kaboom on you.
Can I please open the battered one?
Carefully.
Okay,
in a minute.
Carefully.
Right, so all we're going to do, I'm going to use my dirty emboss powder, emboss for this. Would it be better if I had a clean one?
I got clean.
Rosie's got the clean one. It's okay.
Is it meant to be pink?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's embossed. So we're just using our light tinted one. Actually, that's no good, it's got bits on it.
Right, sure.
Rosie, can I just borrow it for a second?
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'm still on Rosie's cam.
Okay, right.
I'll
just knit the good one.
Cam.
There you go. So all I'm going to do is ink up my stamp using my emboss ink as if we were going to use embossing powder. Or our Versamark. Versamark does work just as well. And then we're going to splat it on randomly. Ooh.
Oh.
I made my card all dirty. There we go. And the nice thing, because we're using the tinted one, you can see where you've stamped.
No, you can't.
Well, I can just about.
Not on the camera.
Sorry, it's all about the camera, isn't it? There, I forgot.
Look.
So
No clue where you stamps the other one.
I'll show you in a minute. I've got Rosie stood huffing and puffing wanting the ink.
You can see it a little bit. Just a teeny tiny bit.
Should I do a mix of the circle and the half?
It's completely up to you. I'm just filling mine up.
Yeah, if you want to.
You do whatever you want to do. So you can just about, can you see, Rosie, that we've got our...
Yeah. Is it just like using embossing powder?
Yeah, as if you were doing embossing powder.
Is it okay if I draw on this piece of paper because it's getting kind of drawn on?
Yeah. Right, so you can take the ink pad, and if I lift it up, I don't know whether you can quite see, just there, because we're using a tint emboss powder, you can just make out where we are stamping.
Yeah,
there we go. Right. So
I told you I can't see it.
I've got my two little tools. I'm using tools today. You could just use little makeup sponges. And then we're going to open our pastels.
Can I open this one?
Yeah, but be very gentle with it. And I'm going to take just one of my tools, and we're just going to lift ever so gently.
Wait, can I actually use the other tool?
Yeah, you can use the other tool. So I'm just going to add a little bit to my...
How do you open it?
You just twist it, that's it.
I got it
and then we're just going to start adding.
I am going to do it very gentle with the...
Yeah, so it looks very gentle. And it just picks up on. Oops. Easier to do that way around.
Well, why do you do that?
Just very gentle there.
I got some.
And that's it, and just start rubbing it on. So that's it. Add it on. We're just going to do splotches. Obviously, the more you load up your tool, the more colour you're going to have. But we're just going very gentle.
What happened to this?
Yeah, it looks like. Yep, with those things, and just very gently.
Yeah.
So put colour on with it on the thingy.
Yep.
Okay. Will it only stick onto that bit?
Yep. Just put a little bit on it. Just like that. So Bear's doing that flowering blue. So how about we turn it around and you'll do a bit. So turn it around. And obviously I'm just plopping this on wherever we fancy. But if you were to do a scene, you'd obviously make it look a little bit more
good
toned. You know, so you do green for your grass, blue for your sky.
Everywhere it can be a sky.
Yeah, but all we're doing is blopping it on, aren't we?
Yeah.
And we just blend it all together. Can I have some more blue in this side, do you think?
Yeah. What is that noise?
I don't know what that noise is. It's a funny noise though. I don't know if you can hear it. Is it? Could be a car horn. I'm going to keep adding little bits of... It's so relaxing doing this though.
Yeah, it feels so nice. Let me just get some in this corner.
Yep. So I bet all you guys can see his arms. I turned into an octopus.
What is his arm?
That's it. And because Bear's got a lovely pointed one, you can get into all the nooks and crannies.
Yeah, I got pointed. Oh, that looks cool. Like there's triangles. Oh, that looks cool. Triangle. Triangles. Triangles. Triangle.
Yeah, so we're just going to keep going until we're happy with our background.
Triangle.
Okay.
You have to be careful on this ink pad.
Yeah, you need to be careful with the one you're using because it's lots and lots of
little pieces. Triangles.
Yeah. Oi. All you're doing is putting more powder on. You need to rub it gently. Right, I think we're pretty much there.
So can I go in my house?
If you want to put a little bit on your house. So all I'm going to do is just pick a little bit up around the edge actually. Can I use your... Oh, you're using the blue.
Yeah, you can use the blue. Why?
go around the edge.
I don't like the washi tape, so I'm just blending it in.
There we go.
I don't want to use
right.
pink.
And then, do you remember that word we learned earlier when we had our embossing powder?
Yeah.
The B word.
The B word.
Yeah. What? Do you remember what it was? B or
Buffing?
buff. We're gonna buff it ever so gently. Don't want to go too hard. We could if we wanted. Bear, could you just see if it's either a darker pink or a darker blue?
In which box?
In the box.
Where these keep on?
Yeah. If that's okay.
Okay, yeah. But then, which camera should I go on?
You'll be fine with that one. All about the cameras.
Darker blue?
Yeah. Just a darker blue or a darker purple.
Is there blue and a purple?
Oh! Can I just have the purple one then, please?
I can swap over to this.
It's alright, I'm just going to use yours if that's okay with you.
Can I use the red?
The red? If you really must use the red. So I'm just going to add a little bit of this deeper one. Because I'm getting into it now.
Red ones. There's a red one.
Ooh,
Here's
too
the
much.
red one, and here's the red tool. I'm using the red one now. I'm back to the red one.
Again. That was my fault. I completely put too much on my tool. You can see you need next to nothing. Like I was saying before, you don't need you don't need pan pastels. You can use eyeshadows. You could use your micas. You could use anything, just to give you.
Look at roses.
Cool.
I'm trying to make it like.
We need to buff it off. So can you see on mine? I've gone all over my card.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've just done little areas, haven't you?
Oh, there's gold in the cloud.
You don't have to go all over if you don't want to.
I do.
I'm trying to like make it.
I didn't really tell you that bit, did I?
I'm trying to make it like old, like it's been on TV for ages, and has been sunburned.
So you can see I've just emphasised my flower heads there, and then I'm just going to really gently buff.
Buff it.
Yeah. So you can see anything that's loose on here is going to come off. Just be careful that you don't move too much of your colour. You can see I put lots on there.
I'm painting the sides.
So just buff off anything that is loose. I'm being really gentle. It's almost tickling.
Yeah, you're tickling it.
Tickling it, aren't I?
Yeah.
You can see how much I'm taking off.
You.
There we go. Really, really gentle. I love that blue you've put on there, though. It looks amazing.
Thank
I'm also decorating my desk at the same time.
Yeah, I'm kind of. Whoa. What?
That's very red.
Yeah, I love red.
I'll show you Bear's house in a moment. There you go. Right. I'm quite happy with that.
I'm not quite happy with my house because the doors doesn't stay shut.
How cool does that look, Bear? What do you think?
Good.
Good. I'll move that to one side. I'm just going to take...
Colour,
make sure they don't get wet.
Colour, 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 colour. Colour, 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 colour.
And there you go. I've got my background. So you can see, emboss a few pan pastels or your eyeshadows or anything like that will give you the same effect, similar effect to it. Micro powder as well is a really good one to use for this. So to finish it off, I would just put a piece of string and stamp a sentiment. I'm actually going to use... I don't mind, but don't get it on your t-shirt, or try not to get it on your t-shirt. I'm actually going to use this one on here, I think. I think so. Can I have a scrap piece of card, please? I should have one from before, shouldn't I?
Over there.
Where?
There.
Where? There.
Who's that? Yeah.
Sorry. You was right, it was there. then I'm just going to grab my sentiment. I know I've used this one already today, but I'm just going to use it again because I do think it looks quite cool.
Strong, is it?
No, it's the friendship is like a rainbow.
Friendship is like a rainbow. Friendship is like a rainbow. What happens if I just...
How are you doing, Rose Mattoes?
Good.
Put glue straight onto it?
Okay. Rosie's gone for the, like, she's popping a lot more colour on than I did. I was quite gentle with my colour. Rosie's gone for full on colour. Colour. So now you might just want to give it a little buff.
How do I do that? I've used lots of tools.
With your tissue. So take off any extra. Yeah, and it should make your
Everything's yellow.
she's turned herself in certain orange. But she's had fun.
I'm having fun.
Yeah. So can you see your oranges and your lemons?
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. I'm just going to stamp my sentiment again. Not the best stamping.
But we don't mind.
Yeah.
Just stamping. Like, we do it every single day.
I do stamp most days, don't I?
Or sometimes no days.
Or no days. There we go. That really didn't cook very well.
The wood is hot because it's been in the summer.
Right.
That's why it's all red.
Oh, that looks cool. There we go. And all I've done for mine is I've just cut myself out a little. Well, it's not so little. Which will actually fit really well on the colour Bear chose for me earlier.
Well, I use a kind of colour.
You did use it, didn't you? So I'm going to do it really quickly. So we found this one a minute ago. It's what he was asking about. And I think it works really, really well. So we will use it.
I have finished it. Where is the other ones?
There we go.
I might use some of the pink.
How cool does that look in that colour? It's a good spot, that piece there. Take off my
I
extra
might
bits.
use some pink.
Okay.
Pinky.
My workspace just went from most of my desk to...
Yes.
Good. So, I'll show you Rosie's in a minute. She's just doing... she's just doing a sentiment. Yours would look cool if you stamped a orange or a lemon or something.
What? Like a little slice of it?
Yeah.
Do you not think?
Yeah. Give me a minute.
Yeah, give you a minute. Have you got some more paper?
No, I need to.
You'll have to come grab some.
No, I took the paper.
Just going to grab Rosie some more paper before I show you. So, you can see that is our pan pastels. We
try
have
to do it
done
like a boomerang.
our wax resist. I know none of these are stuck together. I will sort that out. We've then done our water resist. That one there. And we've done our emboss resist. And Bear's a little bit of corrugated underneath. Really does work on that one, I think. Yeah. Bear's still decorating his house. And Rosie's just decided she wants to put a slice on hers because I think it will look really cool when she's finished. So, those are the 4 techniques we've done. I hope that's been useful. I know it's been a bit chaotic because there's been 3 of us going for it. Have you enjoyed yourself, Bear?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Cameraman, architect. Do you want to show everybody your... Hang on. Let me move all my stuff out of the way before. The house has now been updated with pan pastels.
Yeah.
There you go. So if I turn it around, you can see.
Not on the bottom, but I don't want to do the bottom.
No, I wouldn't do the bottom. Yeah, so keep turning around. It's got windows, solar panels.
Here we go.
Saving electric.
Turning around, saving your electric. You're going to show everybody your hands, Bear? Yeah, they're very red.
Can you
caught red? Oh, I'm not spraying them for you. You'll have to go and wash them properly. He's been caught red-handed with that one. You're going to flick over to Rosie Torses. Let me show you Rosie's. There we go. I tell you what, Rosie, bring yours down this way.
just
Yeah.
over to...
All of them. Flip back to mine, and then I can show everybody.
No, should I go to mine?
To mine.
Mine.
And then we'll go to yours in a minute. Oof. The joys of having 3 cameras, hey? Right, don't give them to Mr. Red Hand. Eddie. So, this is Rosie's pan pastels. A little bit of black ribbon. Pop that onto a black sentiment. Absolutely fabulous. So that's Rosie's pan pastel one. Which one do you want next? This is Rosie's Resist. It just looks fabulous. Look at that. Look at all those lovely bits with her wax in the background.
Not saying about your table.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Then that's her water resist. There we go. If I put it on the table, then you can see the whole thing, can't you? There we go. Looking quite cool there. And then finally, her emboss resist. How cool is that one too? Got lots going on there. So, there you go. Have you had fun?
Yeah.
Have you had fun?
Yeah.
Yeah? You're going to go back to your camera then? Before you take a finger off?
What one's that?
That one there?
This one, number 10.
Yeah, that one. So, that is it from us. You're not coming in, Mrs. Mop? Move a bear down. Oh yes, now we can do that because we don't have to worry about pulling Rosie's camera off. So that is it from us this morning. I hope you've enjoyed it. 4 resist techniques and a house. And a house, yeah. Because that's what you do on a Saturday morning. So thank you for joining us. I hope you've had fun. And I did know the date of the next one. There will be another one in July. I can't remember the date. I think it's the 22nd. If that's the last but one Saturday. I think that is.
What, will we be on holiday then?
No, not yet. It's the week before.
Oh.
So yeah, I think it's the 22nd is our next craft along. If you've got any ideas what you'd like for that one, just give us a shout. Yeah? Yeah? So that's it from us today. He's busy sticking. My cameraman's left me at the 11th hour. He's left me to do some more sticking and turning everything red. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Have a lovely rest of your weekend. Oh, he's made a ship. A house and a ship. Yeah. Have a lovely rest of your weekend. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you on Monday at 7 for more Monthly Make Fun. Thanks for watching.
Don't get your hands wet.
Yeah, don't make your hands red. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
And yellow.